Hi guys, we are back with another video. It is your host GrimReaper. We cleared our last faction on Monday night. Do apologise that the video is a little bit late. Just been a little bit busy. The faction's cleared. I have now got Lydia, she's been built. Do apologise that I broke down the builds already that I had on the champions, but we do have some screenshots that we played at the end of this clip of the boss. Please remember, if you do enjoy my content, it really helps me if you comment, like and subscribe. It allows me to do more within the game, to make more videos for you guys. Also, if you have any good ideas or if you're stuck on any factions, please come to the Twitch. I am offering some count out there where maybe we can build up a few champions, maybe do a little rig and help you get a bit further in faction wars or clan boss or Doom Tower. So anywhere really. Wow. So we're gonna go into the champions because we only have 2 booked. Sorry, not booked. We've only got 2 mastered, believe it or not. So we used the champions. So as you can tell, I've ripped them apart, but Mossbeard was one of them. Just built him really fast. Hardly any masteries really, but no books. He's not really worth books. He was just in there, and I used the 6D. It was between him and Crocballer, and Crocballer set up for clan boss Slowpoke, so didn't really want to play with his build. Maneater, who is in my killable build. So obviously he's fully booked. He was built with Crick as well, so he was able to keep his attack down and stuff for the boss. He did have an accuracy banner, etc. And then we stayed with clan boss masteries because we wanted War Master for the boss. The champions that I used weren't really huge damage dealers, so it was just about grinding away at the boss. We did go with masteries on Shatterbones. I invested masteries into Shatterbones because I think maybe I can use them in arena later on down the line. So we just went into a typical clan boss build with War Master again for the boss, and then Evil Eye for a bit of turn meter, and then to extend the decrease speed, etc. And a little bit extra accuracy. He is fully booked. I think he is worth books on his A2 and his A3. So we didn't use Crocballer. So again, Bellower was in a stun set, fully booked. Again, no masteries really. I ripped him apart, but he was in a stun set, just for CC really, and etc. and bulky. And then Grush. Grush was in a stun set. He is fully booked. He is worth the books. Again, no masteries. So now we're going to go into the run. I'm going to go over the boss mechanics and just show how we cleared it, and then I'll show I'll have a copy of the screenshots of builds that I've took gear off from other champions to get this cleared. Okay, so we're just going to go over the boss mechanics. This is the green boss. This is the same boss as Dark Elves as well, who we've already uncovered in a different video. So the ads are not damage dealing ads, they're more support. The left ads puts up block damage for 1 turn, and the right ad puts up a block debuff for 1 turn. Bearing in mind, I would suggest going for that left ad first because it's going to be a little bit more annoying to control the boss if you've got block damage. There is a lot of CC available in both factions, so also look into that. We're going to go into the boss mechanics itself. The boss has a passive. Whoever hits the boss gets a HP burn for 1 turn, and then he has 2 attacks. He has an AoE attack that takes 50% turn meter, and then also places True Fear for 2 debuffs, and on the A1 he also, sorry, for 2 turns, and then on the A1 he also attacks 1 enemy and takes more turn meter, and then also takes a little bit more turn meter and places poisons on everyone else. Now, there's two ways that you can try to really beat this boss. You can take block debuffs. If you have a man-eater, if you have an unkillable, just put a bit of accuracy on him. That'd be fantastic. Or you can run high resistance on everyone, because all his abilities can be resist. Just bear in mind, if you do take block debuffs, it won't stop the boss taking a turn meter. So I do recommend building high speeds on everyone as well. We're just going to go over the run now, and then you can see the builds and the kits that I've choose to go over this faction. So there you are, we got past the first faction quite easily. We're now going to make ourselves on the wave 2 and see what we can do from there. So I just want to give you my advice on this faction. There is a little bit of turn meters in this faction, especially if you have man-eater. Man-eater brings a block debuffs to unkillables, and then he also steals all that turn meter. So when I was using man-eater's A2, I was looking for people that had the most turn meter, so I can completely drain him, and then maybe get man-eater extra turn as well on that, which was fantastic. But my MPV on this faction for myself has to go to Shatterbones. I think he just brings so much turn meter. With Evil Eye as well on his A1, I think he was really quite fun for me to use. It also did the most damage, so I took a little bit of risk. Most people would probably use Grush as a damage dealer. For me, I wanted to use Shatterbones as the damage dealer for the waves, etc. And I think it worked off quite well for me. I did bring Mossbeard in. He's a little bit pointless, but his A2 is quite nice for the waves and the boss, just to help a bit more control of the ads. The two stun sets on Grush and Belva, that really helps to control the waves and the ads, and then it's just slowly and surely try and stay alive as we drain down everyone's turn meters and slowly and surely kill them off. So again, just take your time when you get to the boss. Make sure you read the abilities of what he does to refresh your memory, and make sure we're keeping that left ad mainly busy, because he's the ad that puts up the block damage, as well as trying to CC for the right ad. And I would recommend killing the left ad first. Now with the boss, because we do have Evil Eye on Shatterbones, and then we also have Shatterbones is A2 or A3 that takes the turn meter as well from the boss, and then we've got the man-eater's A2, which also drains more turn meter. We slow down the boss really well between the two moves. They're also quite fast as well. Shatterbones seem relentless, so that really helps him as well to get a few extra turns. And we control the boss very easily in this, and you'll see that as well. Also in this faction, there's also a lot of options for attack down champions. Grush is one of them, Man-Eater's the other. Bella would just bring a small version, which kind of helps. There's also decreased speed in this team as well, which really helps, again, slowing down the boss. And then Leech is fantastic from Grush to heal himself and the team. So I think with Mossbeard's A2, with the block block debuff, it really helps, and I think that the boss only gets his block debuff or damage up for 1 or 2 times this fight. We control the ads really well. I think you could probably do this with probably 2 or 3 50s, because it's quite easy faction if you've got Man-Eater. So I think Shatterbones could have come on as a 50, Bellower probably could have come on as a 50, and Mossbeard could also come in as a 50. Now I do recommend 6-staring Grush because he's really useful, and obviously Maneater is most likely to be 6 stars as well because of unkillable teams. So I think of the whole fight, this was the closest that a boss came to, you know, um, killing us, and we do heal back up with Grush. We do have the unkillables um, with Maneater, which I do my best to try and rotate round on when the boss does his A3 on the 3 turns. And he just gets block damage up here, which kind of helps him. So if we don't control the mads, then I think you could be in trouble. I made the mistake and going for the right ad first, and ideally you should be going for the left. Now, honestly, none of these are hard hitters. Well, major hard hitters anyway. So, and only 2 of them have masteries. So it's one of the reasons why I did pick Shatterbones for damage dealing over Rush, who alternatively would probably be a better option. But I really didn't want to, farm up masteries on Grush. He's worth the masteries, but I just feel like I didn't need it, and 3 out of the 5 champions really have no masteries here, so it shows you how easy it is. If you've got a stable ability, you can kind of just kill him over a long period of time. I'm also going to be looking at doing a few videos on like 21s for different factions, or the same factions I've already covered, but just probably use epics or rares only, or going with like a different strategy. For example, not using Maneater, but going with like a high resist team. I also kind of want to include auto teams for 20. I feel like it's a lot easier to auto them on and quite fastly as well, with like what I call faction tier gear. And for me, faction tier gear would be gear that is not really suitable for anyone else in the game, but it's like leftover pieces that you throw onto champions and then able to give you the ability to farm the faction on auto and quite reasonably fast as well. So there we are, guys. Lydia is mine. We have beaten the last faction. I will be showing you the builds after this. Please like, comment and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and give me a little follow on Twitter. It just really helped me support me, and able to help me make more content for you guys and help the community grow and help people get their Lydia. So peace out, and I'll see you in the next video.